Drake Hockey back on the airwaves here today as Tyler French coming live here on Pardon My French Media. Alongside me today is Trevor Raichie, and we are excited for more Bulldogs hockey. Drake finally rocking their new jerseys as Brownell going to move this one back for bye, deflected over to Alta Cruz. Second time that these two teams have met up in a weekend series, with Platteville taking both of those over in Dubuque 6-3 and 9-5. But as we know with Drake, they play very good hockey here at home. This one deflected out in front. The goaltenders for both teams today. On one side, it is Zan Weller, who got the start here last season for the Pioneers, taking on the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, it is the sophomore Cole Jackson in net for Drake, arguably the best goalie on this roster, but Osgood and Madigan would have something to say about that. As Brownell trying to weave through the defense, goes back to Bye, comes around the ice, and it'll be picked up here on the near side.
Platteville's jerseys looking like the Edmonton Oilers out here with the orange tops, blue jerseys in the middle, blue pants, blue socks with the orange striping down the pants and the socks.
Puck deflected away, comes over to the far side, coming into the middle. It is interrupted by Boston Damon. Brought to the near side by Kakmarowski. Pass right back into the middle, finding Roscom. Deflected away, comes back over for Damon as he looks to get it back behind net. Comes over to the near glass again.
Nice point-blank shot there by Cole Jackson, the goaltender for your Bulldogs tonight.
Fisher, the defensive man, with a quick wrist shot. Able to be stopped by Weller. Back in the defensive zone, it is Aguilar trying to get it out of the area. Drake, a very deep team this year with the influx of the freshmen coming in. A lot of local faces from the Des Moines High School Hockey League, led by Bladen Wolver and Nick Sager, just to name a couple of them, as this one sent right back into the offensive zone by the defenseman Owen Friedau. As both teams looking to feel each other out here in the early minutes of today's game, still scoreless. As this one flipped on and back behind Weller. Pioneers able to get it out of the zone. It's picked up in the neutral zone by DeCrow. And pass forward looking for Peterson, the senior, and gets away from him off the boards. It is picked up now by Johnson. 2.5 minutes into the game, scoreless so far, as a lot of time has been spent in Drake's defensive zone. Looking for a counterattack here. Brownell into the neutral zone. Gets the pass over just too far in front of Alta Cruz. Can't handle the pass. And no one back to collect this as Drake was caught in the middle of a line change. As Sir Royce and DeCrow, the two defensivemen back. The two freshmen coming out of Eastern Iowa. Pass point blank, but can't get a shot off there for Mason Young. 2 shots on goal, both sides here so far. This one deflected, stays in the zone. Young in possession on the far side, trying to center up the pass, knocked away. And Peterson able to send it back into the neutral zone, where the Pioneers will go back to collect it with 16:35 left in the first period.
Definitely a long feel-out process to start this game.
On the far side, it was Garcia moving it forward. Garcia, the sophomore out of Illinois, also the musician who we've seen sing the national anthem multiple times here for Drake over his year plus with the squad. Along the boards, trying to get this one forward for Roscom. Goes over to Young, who will collect it off the boards again in their defensive zone. Flipped high and into center ice, and now looking for a 3-on-3 opportunity. As this one dumped off, trying to get a pass, and point blank save there by Jackson. And off the rebound, knocked away by the Bulldog defense. 15:50 left here in the first.
Lots of open ice on that right side. Drake's got to close that down on the right side so that way they don't allow open chances like that.
In the middle, getting a stick on it, looked like Connor Norman. Another one of these very talented freshmen for the Bulldogs this year. 15:35 left in the first. Pass intercepted by Kakmarowski. Pinned up against the boards by Brownell. And Wolver can't get it out of the zone. Comes over to Brownell now. Pass finding Norman on the near side. Knocked away here at center ice, brought forward as Caden Johnson takes it in.
And glove save by Cole Jackson on the shot from the left circle.
Platteville doubling up on shots on goal so far, 4-2, 15-12 left in the first period.
By the way, I mentioned this at the beginning of the game. Brand new jerseys for Drake. I love them. City skyline and the striping, awesome choice.
Rocking the white jerseys here in their debut. Puck comes off, and Jackson trying to center this one up. And another save by Jackson. Didn't know where the puck was for a second as Jackson picks up his 5th save with 1 second ahead of the 15-minute mark in the first.
Point blank. And Cole Jackson, stone cold that opportunity. What a save.
If there's one thing that opposing offenses have learned is that it is tough to score on this young man. Had multiple games of 80-plus saves last year as they're unable to get this one out of the zone. But a good push here from Fisher, the team club president. Wrist shot knocked down in front, this time by number 3, Gavin Frank. Frank will flip this one off the boards. Coming over on the near side is DeCrow trying to get to it, but Pioneers will maintain possession. Gets this pass over for Landau. And a bad bounce past Damon's stick will send it back into the neutral zone, and it is collected by Frank. Johnson with it off the boards on the far side, sends it back behind net, and Went trying to get to it, but Drake will collect it. The defensive zone, 14-15 left before the first intermission. Still scoreless here at the Able Ice Arena. Drake, their 3rd home game of the year, their 1st game since the opening weekend of ACHA hockey action. It was a sweep at the hands of the Kansas Jayhawks here in the middle of last month. Now looking for their 1st win at home this season. Good pass forward, catching Drake in the middle of a line change as Henderson comes onto the ice. Deflected over, no one guarding there, but Henderson able to pick up as Damon couldn't handle the pass. Deflected up, Sager gets possession of it. Sager, wrist shot deflected up and out of play. That'll stop the clock with 13:25 left here in the first period.
What a move to cut back right into the slot, give themselves an open opportunity. Hey, those are the best shots. If you can get into the slot, you get that open chance. See if you can keep that up, Drake. Let's go.
Face off on the far side. It is won by Platteville. As Drake trying to get a possession in the offensive zone. Soroyce can't handle it, but he's able to move it forward. Henderson has it poked away, and it'll be frozen by Weller, the goalkeeper.
Smart cover by Weller. He had pressure coming down.
So they will line it up again. Another 20 seconds off of the clock here in the first period. Face-off here on the near side this time. Sager will handle it. Wins the face-off, getting over to the near side. And I believe Brody Madigan, wearing number 24 when skating out, normally wears 35 as a goalkeeper, but no 35 on the ice here today for Drake, so I believe that is Madigan. Playing here on the near side. Madigan, a very versatile player for Drake and a huge pickup for the program. A former 3-time state champion in the Iowa High School Hockey Alliance with the Bogie Mammoths. Did not lose a game as a member of the Mammoths when he was in net. Another face-off on the near side, 12:45 left here in the period.
Ice starting to shift a little bit. Drake's kind of getting the offensive pressure now.
Yeah, a couple of shots on goal, trying to get something going for them on the offensive end. They'll have another chance as this is an icing call. We'll bring it back to Drake's offensive side.
Face-off shot, save made by Weller.
As this one gets put into the near side corner, Roscom able to get the pass off. As Frido. Drake looking to try and put a good play together here, but the Pioneers do come away with possession of the puck. Good steal here, this time by Parker Peterson. Peterson off the boards to himself. Good puck handling by one of Drake's veteran players. Gets this pass off. Trying to get it deflected in front. Weller able to get a piece of it on the deflection as Garcia was trying to put that one home.
Looking for the deflection on that one.
Garcia. This one deflected over to Brownell. Pass far side of the ice. Comes back to Bai. From straight on, deflected down in front. Looking to get it forward for Brownell. Tipped away.
Drake's got that pressure. Can they keep it up?
Good play off the boards, keeping possession of it by Brody Ryle. Peterson trying to get this one through, and on the deke move, couldn't quite get it. And a point-blank shot from Brownell. The backhand, no good.
Just wide of the left.
Brownell with it behind, trying to get a centering pass off. Couldn't get a clean look through as Friedel there defensively for the Pioneers. Puck comes back to Garcia, goes over, tipped away. Brownell from point blank. That one goes through. It looks like off the deflection, it's Ian Altacruz. He and Brownell combined for the first goal of the game for Drake. They take the 1-0 lead here in the first period.
Ian Altacruz, right place, right time. Shot gets saved by Weller, but Altacruz on that right side of that crease, backhands it right into the net, and the Dogs take a 1-0 lead here, 11:06 to go here in the first.
Altacruz gets credit for the goal. Brownell with the assist. Drake looking to go on the attack here. Aguilar off the face-off win. Gets it right back into the offensive zone. Controlled here by Norman. Poked away, goes back to the neutral zone. Soroyce will send it right back in, but Drake has to get back to avoid the offsides call. Looking for a counter chance here, brought forward by Taugus. Losing possession of it. It is picked up back to the defensive zone by Erickson. Comes around the boards with DeCrow getting to it. DeCrow and Soroyce, this freshman duo at the defensiveman position on the second line. Aguilar pushing forward along with Wolver, trying to get a little bit of pressure up in the offensive zone. Deflected way, but DeCrow picks it up at center ice. Goes into the offensive zone. It was picked up again by Erickson. And a great save by Weller keeps this a 1-0 game, 10-10 left here in the first period. But Drake, a lot of aggression. They've had 5 straight shots on goal, including the goal by Ian Altacruz, first of the game.
I mean, the pressure is what got that. Drake applied the pressure for, it was a solid, 2 or 3 minutes, and Drake found the back of the net.
This
they might
one
do it
in
again
front.
here.
Wolver, the backhand, deflected off the boards, and like a outfielder snagging a fly ball, that one is grabbed by Weller and frozen.
Kind of like the American League or National League series going on right now. What are you trying to do? Go try out for the Dodgers, Brewers, Mariners, or Blue Jays?
I don't think the Dodgers need any help at this point.
No, I don't think they do either.
Flying down the near side of the ice is Piccione. Deflected away. Wolver comes away with the steal. Local kid from the Des Moines Pirates. Here, a stellar career in the Des Moines High School Hockey League for him. 2-time led the league in goals his junior and senior season. 1-0 our score, 9.5 left in the first period. Puck is picked up by Eli Soroyce. The former junior Heartlander gets the puck over. And now here's Aguilar using that speed. Gets into the offensive zone, able to backtrack a little bit, waiting for that line change. Now looking for a counter chance the other way, catching Drake in the middle of the defensive line change. But a good stop by Peterson coming off the bench. Now Peterson trying to get a little bit of action back the other way. Good defensive play there by Damon to get a piece of it, not let him get a clean look at net. Collision there. Brownell looking for a wraparound chance. Try to dump that one off on the centering pass, no one there. Turn fired. Deflected off the backboards, and Altacruz trying to get it, was trying to get in position for a chance for a second goal.
Both players didn't know where the puck was at.
That one sneaks through. Brownell this time. Off the assist from Parker Peterson. Drake goes up 2-0.
Charles Brown passed with the reception on out in front, and it just slipped right through Weller's pads.
Right place, right time. Again, this time, even on a very heavily covered left side of the net, Drake puts a second one home, goes up 2-0 here in the first period.
Again, pressure. That's been the story for the Dogs so far this game.
So Brownell picks up the goal after an assist on the Altacruz one, and now the Pioneers trying to mount a comeback trailing by 2 this time around. Peterson could get possession of it. It'll get passed off and picked up by Garcia. Pass over, this time finding Peterson on the near side. Goes over to Brownell, trying to make the deke move. Got to pass off, Peterson.
Like trying to set up that same play.
This front line has been the scoring one so far. Alta Cruz, Peterson, and Brownell, the 3 veterans of this program. That's your starting offensive line at the forwards and center position today. 3 seniors that have been doing it a long time in Bulldog uniforms.
And they're showing their veteran expertise right here. It's 2 goals already here in the first.
Alta Cruz from Brownell, and then Brownell from Peterson. 7.5 left, and
shot.
A great shot in the upper left corner. There, scored by Sam Vanderhoven to make this a 2-1 game. Not too often you'll sneak one by Cole Jackson like that.
I'm just going to let the replay speak for itself on this one. Wow. What a snipe.
A high-scoring first period, 2-1 now.
Just pick that in the top left corner of that.
Aguilar takes it himself off the face-off. Tried to send it forward. Aguilar, arguably the fastest player on this roster, has been showing that since his day 1 on Drake's campus. Didn't originally plan to play hockey when he came to Drake. Found out at the involvement fair that Drake had a club hockey team, and he has been a huge pickup as a point-blank opportunity here. And just like that, we are tied. A defensive mistake, and Picquion makes them pay. An unassisted goal. There was not much that Jackson was going to be able to do from a shot that close on the backhand.
Defensive breakdown, that's all you can say about that one. Drake's got to get that pick. Drake had a really good offensive pressure, and then Platteville was able to just put the pressure right back on Drake. We're a tie game, 7 minutes to go here in the first.
2 quick goals within a minute, and all of a sudden we are tied right back up. Drake losing all that momentum that they had built up. Under 7 left in the first period. Wolver, a big scorer at the high school level, looking to still kind of get his feet under him here in a Drake uniform. Puck goes around to the far side. This line hasn't produced a lot of action so far in this first period for Drake, as it's a hustle race right now. Went getting down, but first one there is Owen DeCrow defensively for Drake. Norman off the boards as another potential breakdown is thwarted. This time a nice play made by John-Luke Schullenberger. Very young lineup for Drake on the ice. 4 freshmen and a sophomore. As this one played forward, goes over for Landahl. As the Bulldogs just working to get it out of their zone. Madigan comes onto the ice, another young player. And this will draw an icing whistle, I would think, and it will. Clock stops with 5:48 left here in the first period.
Pressure's been the name of the game so far today. Platteville opened up with pressure, couldn't get a goal. Drake got the pressure, they've got 2. Then Platteville right back the other way, 2 straight goals within a minute of each other.
This one tipped away as Platteville looking for a third unanswered. Pass comes over to Madigan. Cross ice pass and sent down ice, this time by Norman. Icing waved off. It was past that mid-ice line. Henderson giving chase. This one goes all the way down ice, and Sorois will get over to it for Drake. Under 5.5 left for the intermission. And after a quick start for Drake, they are kind of licking their wounds a little bit here for the last couple of minutes. Their defense struggling to get it out of the zone. Point blank stopped, and this one deflected up and over. A couple more saves, 11 of them already here in the period for Cole Jackson. 2 goals allowed on 13 shots. Here's Sager coming down, splits through the defense, Good puck handling, fires a shot, but a nice save by Weller with that left leg pad.
Just stuck that right out.
Taugus on the far side as Young was trying to get centered up with the defense right there, clogging the passing lanes. Garcia, as Henderson goes to the ice to get a piece of that pass, comes over to Young on the near side, looking to get it into the middle. Shot coming off of the stick of Taugus. Comes back to Young. Been a clean game so far, 4:15 left in the first period, no penalties so far. That'll draw an icing whistle with 4:11 left before intermission. First of two games this weekend against the Platteville Pioneers, as Drake back-to-back home weekends, as they'll be here next week as well. So more to love with the Drake Bulldogs here at the Able Ice Arena.
Face-offs won by Platteville.
Off the boards, goes around. Young gets possession of it. His pass deflected away, comes over for Massingo. Madigan trying to get in the middle of things. As Garcia there defensively for Drake. Under 4 left here in the first. This one will be frozen. Stops the clock with 3:48.
Very fast-moving first, even though we've got 4 goals to show for it.
A 2-2 score here with 3:48 left before intermission. It's really been that first line that has been the sole source of offense for Drake.
Just wish you can keep him out there the whole time, don't you?
Hey, before this increase in the roster size this year, they kind of had to. Last couple of years, spent many games with maybe 8 or 9 healthy skaters and a goaltender out there for each game. Had a great final weekend last year against Wheaton, where winning at both those games, I believe, by a combined 27-0. This one dumped off into the middle, turn fired as that first line back out there again. Weller makes the save off the shot from the right side by Peterson.
And that offensive opportunity all came from a Pioneer player slipping when trying to go to receive the puck. Drake picked it up, went right in. That's how they got that opportunity right there.
Alta Cruz off the faceoff, comes over to Brownell, goes back behind. As this trio has had a lot of Drake goals over the years and added 2 more to that total today. Garcia, the youngest player in this lineup. Everybody else a senior. Davis By, even a grad student for Drake. Garcia was a huge addition last year as a freshman. Peterson trying to split the defense, but poked away on the deke move. Here's Brownell, can't keep possession of it. As Peterson checked into the boards, couldn't maintain possession. Big hit from behind there by Erickson. Pass forward here to the near side, finding Reel. Tipped away as it was Landell trying to skate through the defense. 2:12 left in the period. Brownell up against the boards, defensively played by Damon. Trying for another point blank opportunity for Alta Cruz, but saved by Weller with 2:03 on the clock. Very even game so far. 2-2 our score, 13-14 shots on goal.
I want to go back to a play that happened earlier, that body check into the boards. I don't question officiating, but that was a little bit of a dangerous hit.
Puck comes back in the neutral zone. It is picked up by Fisher. Pass over looking for DeCrow.
Oh, no.
And pass was intercepted, but shot over the top of the net. Drake getting away with an opportunity there. Could have been a breakaway chance for Platteville. Shot probably came a little too early on the possession for the Pioneers. This one goes up and out of play. Clock stops at 1:38 left before intermission.
I ain't even gonna lie. That Pioneer player walks in just a little bit more. He might have actually had a better shot. I think he thought he was pressured too much from the side, and was like, I just got to get this off my stick. So I think Drake got away with one on that one.
Quick turnaround fire there, handled by Jackson. 14th save of the game. Minute and a half left before intermission. Still tied 2 apiece here in the first period.
A lot of puck fighting down there in that corner.
This young Bulldog lineup trying to come away with possession. This one goes forward, and Aguilar looking to push the tempo. Brings it into the offensive zone, 1:08 on the clock. Puck comes over here to Wolver as he looks to slice through, but poked away from behind on the side, this time by Taugus. Deflect over the far corner. Norman the first one to it, back for Drake. Aguilar gets a piece of it in the neutral zone, gains possession with 45 seconds. Goes back, and Frank sends into the neutral zone as the Pioneers in a line change with 35 seconds. Trying to get it out of the zone. Good hustle by Piccione to keep it here. Piccione had that tying goal with 7 minutes left in the first period. Down to 20 seconds on the clock now. Pioneers looking for one good final possession. Piccione turns, fires, and this one's saved and frozen by Jackson. 15th save already here in the first period. Shots have been coming hot and heavy.
Well, you said earlier high scoring. I'd say more high shooting. 17-13 shots on goal for the Pioneers. But a very even game on the scoreboard. So shots don't matter. It's the ones that go in that count.
Drake has won games where they've had 14 shots and opponents have had 50 plus. It's what you can do with those that matter. Peterson gets this pass over, looking for one last shot, 5 seconds, but left it behind, and that will do it here in the first period.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, he was not getting that shot into the net before that went off. So 2-2 at the end of 1. We will take a break for intermission, come back a couple minutes before play resumes so we can talk a little bit about that first period. But for now, we'll go to a break and be back here in a little bit. You're watching Drake Bulldog Hockey here on Pardon My French Media. Just a couple of seconds left before the start of the second period, and this was a very back and forth game of who had momentum. We saw Platteville really start aggressive offensively, but Drake, the middle part of that first period, belonged to the Bulldogs.
Oh, 100%. But then the Pioneers found a way to get their offense going, scoring 2 goals within a minute of each other right after Drake was able to go up 2-0. This is going to be one entertaining second period to get this evening.
Yeah, it looked like the Bulldogs were going to start running away with this game, but as we know, you can't count anyone out. We've seen the Bulldogs come down from 5-0 entering a third period before, just to lose it in shootouts. But a lot still can happen here. 20 minutes back up on the clock as we get set to start the second period. Drake got 2 goals in the first period, 1 from Ian Altacruz off an assist from Charles Brownell. Brownell right after that turning around, picking up his own goal off a setup from classmate Parker Peterson. On the other side, unassisted goals for Sam Vanderhoven and Jaden Piccione, as both of those came off kind of defensive lapses for Drake, especially the second one that kind of left Cole Jackson on an island.
Pressure, pressure, pressure was all what Drake was putting on in about middle of that first period, but then turnover after turnover after turnover is what led to the Pioneers getting their 2 goals back that they gave up, and we're underway for period number 2 here at the Able Ice Arena in the Recplex.
As a quick shot fired on here by Vanderhoven, early seconds of the second period. Altacruz feeding this one over. A beautiful pass. He and Peterson trying to run a little bit of a give and go here. Peterson, deep move.
What a
one-timer! As that's goal number 2 for Ian Altacruz. All set up by the beautiful pass from Parker Peterson to give Drake the lead, 3-2.
What a move at the slot. Backhand, forehand, found a way through the defense like Kenny Wu on Mighty Ducks 2. Backhand to Altacruz on the right side. Wide open net right in. Drake 3, Pioneers 2.
A huge goal puts Drake up 3-2, less than 30 seconds into the second period. Quick stoppage in play with 1932. As a face-off right in front of us here in the neutral zone. And again, it is this big senior 3. As 3 goals produced, 2 for Altacruz, 1 for Brownell, and a pair of assists here for Parker Peterson. This shot goes wide left. Garcia collects it off of the boards, trying to move it back into that far side corner. Altacruz, a beautiful pass, finds by, can't get a shot off, left it behind.
Trying to give the defender a cold with the whiff.
This one will be frozen, as again, Brownell couldn't get a clean look. A little bit of shoving from behind, nothing malicious or intentional there.
That's another thing that's been biting these teams. It's like there's a hole in every stick. Puck's been going underneath. Puck's been bouncing over top. Gotta keep them sticks on the ice if you want to catch them passes.
Aguilar will handle the face-off in the offensive zone for Drake as they have an offensive line change. Wolver, shot deflected off by Weller. Left it behind again, this time off the boards. Pioneers trying for a counterattack. Wolver getting back defensively. It is still the first defensive line out there. Jackson losing his footing. And a lucky bounce there that Garcia was able to give it right to him so he could freeze it with 18:45 left.
Smart play by Garcia to just put the puck right into Jackson's pads. I mean, you don't want to make a play on that, because if you do, the Pioneers probably tie this game if he goes to play that puck. Smart play by Garcia to just freeze that puck.
Puck taken back behind net by Owen DeCrow. Wolver makes a nice deke move, trying to get the puck out of the zone, but pass interrupted by Damon, sends it right back into play. DeCrow in control of it, poked away, and now giving chase as Aguilar can't get to it before Erickson. Out of the zone, here's Fisher. Drake, good timing on that one, able to get back. Fisher losing his stick here in the collision.
And then the puck just gets shot right back off of him.
Cross shot, no good. About 2 minutes gone here in the second period now. Puck goes over to the far side. It is picked up by Landahl. Big collision here. Aguilar, and they're going to call a whistle on that one. That'll be a penalty assessed to the Bulldogs and a power play chance for the Pioneers. And if you've been able to hold back and avoid the big hit there, Aguilar had a clean look at the net. As that'll be 2 minutes on the board for Drake.
Interference on Pedersen. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I think it was a little early on going to play that, but I mean, like he was trying to get the puck for his other man. I don't know.
As Peterson and the penalty kill unit out there, it is 4 of the 5 starters out there for Drake, trying to knock these 2 minutes down. As Picquion brings it over to the near side, poked away and left behind for Taugus. Jackson will snag this one, 27 seconds off of the penalty.
First power play of the game. Let's not forget that. Very first power play of the game.
As this one gets out of the zone, couldn't keep it in front by Erickson. Garcia does a good job here. Here's Peterson, maybe a little shorthanded action here. Fires this one into the near side corner. 45 seconds gone off of the penalty kill. Down to 17 minutes left in the second period. Trying to deke move around a couple of defenders, but Vanderhoven losing it in the process as well. Puck moved around, comes back to Erickson on the far side. Goes into that corner, trying to center it up, but Garcia gets a piece of it, knocks it away. Down to 52 seconds on the power play chance for the Pioneers, trying to tie this one up in the second period. Deflected over. Peterson doing a great job applying some pressure up front. As the penalty kill unit has looked very strong as they've possessed this almost as much as the Pioneers have.
So excuse me, it's not Pedersen that's in the box, it's Fisher that's in the box. Pardon me on that error.
This one flipped down ice under 25 seconds. And again, Aguilar comes flying down. Drake getting aggressive here, down a man.
10 seconds to go here on this penalty kill for the Bulldogs.
Puck goes over to the far side. Ticking off the final seconds as Drake is back at full strength. Fisher comes back onto the ice, has to hustle over to the bench, and that will bring Norman in. And now he can lead a little bit of a counterattack here, as wasn't aggressive with the puck. Had he been, they would have had a chance to go 3-on-2, but allowed the Pioneers to get back and get even strength on the defensive side. Puck goes over to the far side, so Royce to it for Drake. Off the skate, breakaway chance here. Bladen Wolver, one-on-one. Backhand, what a save with the leg pad. Moving to his left was Weller.
Weller read that perfectly. That's all you can say about that.
You would have liked maybe a little bit quicker decision-making there by the freshman, but still just in his first handful of games, really here with Drake. There'll be plenty of opportunities, but a wasted chance this time for the Bulldogs.
Big jump from high school to a college level, especially if it's a club team like this is. It's still a massive jump. You got a lot of adjustments you got to make.
Flying through, and I'm very surprised there was not like a hooking or interference call there.
I think he just lost his edge.
2 Drake players losing their sticks as Young loses the puck behind. Vanderhoven. Soroyce there defensively, trying to dump this one in front. Would have been a point-blank shot, but took a bad angle and went behind the net from Wendt.
He had at least 2 feet of space to work with, and he just missed it wide to the left.
Henderson, an outlet here for Aguilar. Aguilar will send this one down ice. No icing called. and it'll be frozen by Weller. 14:07 left in the second period. Bulldogs 3, Pioneers 2 here in the second. As Ian Altacruz, his second goal of the game, putting the Bulldogs in front. Looking for their first home win of the season. Lost 2 to the Pioneers earlier this year, and now looking for a little bit of revenge here on their home ice. Controlled, sent into the middle by Kaczmarowski. Here's Madigan, pulls it back, fires it. Goaltender on goaltender.
Right into the logo.
Stops the clock, 13:50 in the second period. Puck comes back here for Fisher. Shot deflected over. It'll be picked up by DeCrow, trying to get a centering pass over to Madigan. Fisher keeps it in the zone, sends it around the boards. Looking to try and get it for Sager. Sager giving chase, but it is picked up behind the net. Piccione has the puck go behind him on a pass that was a little too far behind. Trying to get a pass in front here. Erickson has it knocked away. Good play made by Brody Madigan. Madigan poked away and counterattack Kaczmarowski. Jackson, another nice save. 21st of the game for the sophomore.
Right off the paddle. Oh!
This one popped up and handled by Jackson. He freezes it. Under 13 left in the second.
Those knuckle puck styles for goaltenders, I've heard, are very difficult to track, especially if it takes that odd bounce off of a defender and it goes up. Sometimes you lose track of the puck. I've seen goals up in the National Hockey League going on plays like that. The Pioneers trying to get possession here in the attacking zone. Sends it down back into the corner.
Bile will be the one to it for Drake. Gets all the way down ice off a deflection. And the Pioneers are able to get back to it.
Intercepted.
Altacruz over to Brownell. And they've played a lot of offense, but unable to do anything with that quick series of events. But Drake maintains possession. Puck comes over to Bye. Deflected in front and poked away.
Pressure is what's gotten Drake at least 2 of their goals. Their third one, you can also technically put that on pressure as well. Just need to keep applying the pressure for if you're cheering on the Bulldogs here.
This stick goes flying out of the hands of Brownell. We've seen the puck get launched a couple times, but I think that's the highest we've seen a stick go. And I don't think that's what they mean by high stick.
You're not wrong. I'll agree with that.
11:56 left here in the period. Off the face-off, Peterson with it as Brownell. Soroyce was trying to cut to the net. They couldn't get a pass over to him. Great centering pass. That's a hat trick for Ian Altacruz and a playmaker for Parker Peterson. Second time those two have connected for a goal here in the period.
Second goal that has been passed from below the goal line. Drake has executed that perfectly on 2 separate occasions, and they are back to a 2-goal lead with 11:43 to go. We're tied at 24 in shots. That is insane.
As this one comes over to the far side. A 4-2 lead now for Drake. Now the big thing is going to be maintaining this lead, as they had a 2-goal lead back in the first as well, but 2 quick goals for the Pioneers tied that one up, as a couple of lapses led to Drake unable to maintaining that lead. This time looking for a different outcome, as Jackson, a couple of nice saves, wasn't able to freeze it, but Drake gets it out of the danger zone for a second at least.
Go way to bail out your goaltender there.
Wolver poke checked away. Good chop down this time by Schollenberger. Has Jackson a quick reaction to stop that one and freeze it.
That puck was on a silver platter for the Pioneers, and Jackson just straight up says, no dice.
It's like when you put a cup on top of a bee so it can't fly away. There's not much it can do about it. As Henderson trying to get possession of it in the defensive zone in the near side corner. Puck gets moved around as both teams trying to fight for it here on
Okay, so now it's going through the MacBook. Gotta be careful for our language.
Go ahead and pause it. Twenty more minutes of hockey here tonight from the Able Ice Arena. Drake, 6-3. We apologize for the sound difficulties in the second period. but a monster performance from Ian Altacruz. 6 goals on the night for Drake, 5 of them off of his stick, 4 of them, including a buzzer beater in the second period alone. It has been a monster for the senior. Missed most of last season with a broken collarbone, so it is great to see him back out on the ice already and having a game like this in their 3rd home game of the season.
You always look for that first game that makes you think, I am back. This is Ian Altacruz's game that says, I am back.
Coming down the near side of the ice, it's Young as Pioneers looking to try and get back in this. And a second time that we've seen Jackson lose his footing, came out with a couple minutes left in the second period due to a skate issue. And looking for a power play chance. It is frozen with 19:07 left in the contest. Face off over on the far side. It is won by the Pioneers. Under 30 seconds left on the power play. As good news as well from up in Urbandale, Norwalk getting the win over the Jayhawks in victory formation. That win will move them to 5-3 and set up a huge opportunity for a first ever playoff appearance in 5A if they can potentially come away with the win next week against Waukee Northwest and may sneak them to the playoffs, but hoping that they can get in maybe even with a 5-4 record. But make sure to join us next Friday night on Huddle with Pardon My French Media for the regular season finale for the Warriors. We are still trying to figure out if we will have Drake hockey next Friday night, as this one left in front. Peterson was looking for a one-timer opportunity. With 18 minutes left in this one, score 6-3. Pass comes out, looking for an opportunity for Frank. Goes back behind net with under 18 minutes left.
Oh, surprise shot onto Jackson. He makes the save. He did not see that puck at all.
This puck knocked up into the air. It'll be sent over here to the near side for Frank. As the Bulldogs with a huge second period, 4 goals up on the board, all of which came from Ian Altacruz. We cannot speak enough of the game he has had here tonight, approaching a potential double hat trick.
Coined the Texas-sized hat trick. And by the way, Drake 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Defense has definitely turned it up since those back-to-back goals early in that first period.
And the big thing, Drake up 6-3, but the shots on goal have gone the Pioneers' way, 45-37. It's been a very shot-heavy goal. Both goalies getting worked hard tonight. As this one at center ice, good push
this
forward.
Might be trouble.
Caden Johnson getting to it, but no one here to help him out. Puck goes to the far side, collected by Norman for the Bulldogs. Playing up is Landau. Trying to make a move there, but knocked away from Norman. Clock stops, 16:25 remaining in the contest.
Drake wins the face-off, but it's a takeaway for the Pioneers. They skate through the neutral zone with it. Tries to find a man on the opposite side, could not. And Drake will take over possession in their own defensive zone.
Here's Wolver, pass in the middle, looking for Aguilar, finds it. Norman to his right, tried to do a little too much there. It looked like losing possession of the puck in the process.
Drake with possession now in the attacking zone, tries a saucer pass through the slot. could not complete the pass, and the Pioneers will skate through the neutral zone, as they're going to try and muster up some offense here.
6-3 with 15 and a half left, as Drake, with that huge second period performance, have been in control really since the first 5 minutes of the second period. Went up 4-2, did allow a goal in that third, but 2 late goals again by Ian Altacruz have put them in front by a monster 3-goal margin.
By the way, in that defensive zone, huge hit by Cirrhosis onto Wendy, causing the turnover, and Drake's going to get back into the attacking zone here. Oh, what a move. Oh.
Sager can't get that one to go. Was trying to get the deke move, but had it poked away with 5 minutes gone here in the third period. Fighting for it in the corner, Henderson. This puck gets moved around, goes over to Bai. He'll flip it in on net and be stopped by Weller. 40 the shot on goal today for Drake. They lead 6-3 with 14:41 remaining.
Drake starting to reel back those shots, up to now 39 on the game. Playing back and forth, Pioneers will dump the puck into the zone, as Drake's going to try and pick it up. It's Sager with it now.
Kenny Sager, the local player from the Des Moines Pirates, multiple-time league champion with them, playing with 3-time state champion in the same league, Brody Madigan, who played for the Bogie Mammoths. As Madigan looking for a breakaway chance here. Push a little bit from behind, away from the puck. Comes around here again for Garcia. Flips it in. Good knock away. As Piccione, who scored back in the first period, brings this one forward. Great up and under move, and he'll score his second goal. What a move there from the junior. Gets the Pioneers a little bit closer, making it 6-4.
Toe drag, man. That toe drag, that can be very lethal if you can execute that in the proper spot. And Jaden was able to execute that perfectly, and the Pioneers pull back to within 2 here, about quarter of the way through the third period.
Under 13:30 remaining, Drake trying to avoid this lead disappearing, as that front line is back out there, and a tripping call going to be here, and Drake will get their first power play chance of the game. And I wonder who they're going to look to go to here.
My money, you don't even have to put money on it. They're going to try and get it to Altacruz. He's had a game. He's a goal away from the Texas-sized hat trick.
As Altacruz does get the puck, gets it back to Garcia, keeps it in the zone. Garcia couldn't get as much power behind that as he would have liked.
And there's Altacruz again, keeping the puck in the zone.
Altacruz to the near side. In front, looking for Brownell. Would have been his first assist of the game. Brownell did score back in the first period off an assist from Peterson. As enough can't be said about Parker Peterson this game as well. 4 assists to his credit. Had the playmaker back in the second period. Altacruz turns with it, slices through the defense. Pass over.
Altacruz trying to get it to his teammates, trying to share the love. Just they're not getting the puck on the tape here.
In front, that one saved, and that one almost snuck through off of Brownell's stick. 1:09 left in the period, 12:28 left in the contest.
That close.
Pioneers trying to scrape their way back in. Got the goal from Piccione, his second of the game. 2 each for him and Sam Vanderhoven. Piccione, a freshman this year, has had a pretty solid performance. Garcia turning with the puck, gets this one over for Peterson.
Oh, what a pass.
Peterson, mentioned before, 4 assists for him in this game, as he has been magnificent setting up his teammates, has been one of the top table setters for Drake the last 3 years. Goes over to Alta Cruz. Brownell looking to try and set up in the middle. Puck dumped back with 33 seconds left on the power play. Good puck control as this one deflected over. Garcia.
I think that was blocked in front.
As this is the first time the Pioneers have gotten the puck out of the zone with 20 seconds left on the penalty kill.
I mean, Drake's been putting on the pressure, and the Pioneers were finally able to catch a breath, but here come the Bulldogs once again back in the attacking zone.
Dumped off for Brownell, going back to Peterson, but poked away from behind. Good defensive play at the last second as the Pioneers back to full strength. Piccione pushing the issue back up front again. 11:15 remaining. Drake holding to a 2-goal lead.
Both teams 0 for every single chance on the power play today. Both teams perfect on the penalty kill.
In fact, Drake actually a short-handed goal. That buzzer beater we saw earlier as Peterson, crowd wanted a tripping call. And a good snag here as defensively the play made by Schullenberger, but couldn't quite get into the offensive zone. Read it like a safety stepping in front of the pass. Brownell remains on the ice along with Sir Royce. Brownell sends this one down. He'll come off as Aguilar returns. The defensive men are Sir Royce and Schullenberger, with Wolver, Aguilar, and Norman up front. Aguilar was trying to catch him in a line change and use that speed to get around, but a nice play made by Damon to keep the puck right here. We approach the halfway point of the third period. Drake 6, UW-Platteville 4. Platteville 2-0 against Drake so far this year as the Bulldogs looking for their first win over the Pioneers. Beat the Bulldogs 6-3 and 9-5 over in Dubuque. And now here on their home ice looking to defend their home arena.
Speaking of players that have multiple goals, that was Vanderhoven on the deflection. That was almost a hat trick for him. I believe he's got one already. Oh, he's only got 2. Okay. So yeah, goal away from a hat trick, almost got it there.
Yeah, he's got 2 and Piccione has 2 as well. So either one of them a goal away from a hat trick. Mentioned before, both these goalies have been worked today. 35 saves on one side for Weller and 45 combined saves between Osgood and Jackson on their side.
60 shots into, 90 shots in total, 49-41.
I was going to say, it's been a while since I've been in school, but that math ain't mathing.
It's 10:30 at night.
It'll be a face-off to Jackson's left. It's one here by the Pioneers, keeping in the zone. Deflect over to the far side as Young gives chase. Aguilar picks up the puck, takes it behind net as Drake looks to try and get it out of the zone. Norman got a good head fake and sent the defender into the middle.
Again, looks like lines 2, 3, and 4 have been defensive. They did allow one earlier, but I mean, you can't stop a nice toe drag. I mean, if you execute it properly, it's going to lead to something positive.
Yeah, the transition play, a great move over the top.
Yeah.
There's not much you could do there. It was just a beautiful shot from Piccione.
But other than that, the Drake's forward lines 2, 3, and 4 have been perfect on defensive aspects.
This one goes over to the far side. Giving chase was Taugus, but couldn't come up with it. Henderson off the boards. Pretty sure I could hear his sister Ainsley screaming at the top of her lungs over the broadcast. This one deflected over. Henderson, another one of the Des Moines High School Hockey League kids coming through here as he played for the Des Moines Pirates alongside Everett Bridgman, who's out due to an upper body injury.
What a save by Jackson! Another beautiful save by Jackson. He was sprawled out, put the glove out, and said, "You shall not pass!"
I think at that point he just tried to punch it away.
I think he did. But then the second shot came in. He was still laying on the ice. He put his arm up, and it got deflected out of play.
Yeah. I think that one you kind of just go starfish and hope for the best.
Or scorpion. The scorpion save with the back legs.
Under 8 minutes left here. Drake up by 2 goals, 6-4. Reminder, this is the first of weekend action between the Bulldogs and Pioneers. This is a nice stick move there by Johnson. Keeps it here in the offensive zone for the Pioneers. But these two teams will face off again. Ice time starting at 9:15 tomorrow. Game time starting around probably close to 9:30. As icing is waved off here. Sager, a nice pass over to Madigan. Can't talk enough of how big of a prospect Brody Madigan was for this team. A great goaltender, but even more important, his versatility with a team that has struggled with numbers over the last couple of years. To have a goalkeeper who can, play in net one night and then skate out the other, that's a pretty nice thing to have, especially considering it's going to be the opposite here, as he'll probably be in net for Drake tomorrow morning.
And it's very rare to see something like that. Like you don't ever hear conversations like that. It's kind of like Travis Hunter in the NFL right now playing wide receiver and defensive back. It's a nice transition. Kinnick Sager just doing jumping jacks right here in front of the Drake bench.
Here's Brownell into the offensive zone. Delayed penalty coming up. As this one is saved and frozen. They had pulled Jackson. And Drake will have another power play chance with 6:20 remaining.
Looks like we have slashing. And who? I'm assuming it's on.
I don't know, but the
Platteville.
Pioneers had 6 players on the ice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they're, because Kakmarowski just came off. There we go. No, we're good.
Yeah. I mean, I see where I counted it. Yeah, there was 6, but I think they were more focused on the slashing call here. And now Drake's on their second power play of the game, looking to try and re-increase his lead back to 3.
And a goal here probably puts a nice bow on what has been a very strong second and third period for Drake after a pretty even first between these two teams.
Keep an eye on 17 on the far circle here. They might go to him. There he is.
Fires this one on. It is saved. Calta Cruz able to regain possession. Goes to Garcia, and they get it right back to the 5-time goal scorer. Looking
nice
for a cross-ice pass. Would have been perfect setup for DeCrow, but the pass just a little wide.
Or a little hot, if you want to. If I had to give an opinion, I think it was just a tad hot off the stick of Alta Cruz. Oh, nice kick save, and now we got a breakaway for the Pioneers.
Piccion looking for goal number 3, and kind of just lost it on the move.
I think Drake just escaped a tripping call. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like the stick got on the skate.
And honestly, that's not a bad time. If you give up that penalty, you'd rather take the 1-minute power play chance than the one-on-one move with your goalie.
I mean, he could have also been clean in, and it could have been a penalty shot too. That's the other scary part about that.
Brownell will move this one over to Alta Cruz, go right back to Brownell, see if they can get one more attack with under 30 seconds left on the power play chance.
What a move.
Brownell looking to regain possession, gets it over to Peterson, moves it back to Garcia, 15 seconds before Pioneers at full strength. Goes over to Bai, who just came in. Alta Cruz goes back to Bai, see if he can line one up. It was deflected off the skate of Brownell. Bai can't keep it in the zone, and that will put the Pioneers back at full strength with 4:20 left in the game.
5 power play opportunities for combined from both sides, 5 penalty kills. Special teams just not been working for both sides tonight.
Aguilar moves this one forward for Wolver. Deflected off, and now a counterattack opportunity. 4-on-3 chance. Pass in the middle, and Vanderhoven was looking for goal number 3. Goes to the ice, trying to come up with the puck. Deflected in front, brought forward this time. Norman playing over for Wolver. Aguilar keeps it in the zone.
Trying to get down to that time. 3:30 to go here in period 3. If the Pioneers get possession, might want to start keeping an eye on Weller down here on our left.
Fisher couldn't get control of the puck. It's picked up in the defensive zone by Frido. By giving chase. Hustling down Frido.
Was hoping for icing. Just did not have the gas to get down there. Oh, horrible turnover.
Nice snag off of the rebound with 3:01 left. Puck is frozen by Jackson, and Drake will bring the first line back out.
Bad turnover. Jackson bailing out his defense. You cannot give up the puck right there in the slot. Granted, you shouldn't leave anybody open in the slot. Look at Team USA against Team Canada back at the Four Nations tournament back in February. Yikes. As Drake with possession down here in the defensive zone. Cleared down the ice. The Pioneers going to try and gain possession, but Alta Cruz giving chase.
With under 3 minutes left, Drake in control. A nice check there by Damon, knocking Brownell off his feet. This time kept in the zone by Schullenberger. Brownell into the middle, and another big check from Damon. That's 2 times 1 possession that Brownell knocked off his feet by Boston Damon. Puck comes around with 2:15 left in the game.
Damon trying to give his team some form of momentum. Down by 2, you're about 2 minutes left to go here in the game. But the body checks aren't going to do it. You need to get the takeaway, and you need to get down here.
And really no sense of urgency, it feels like, from the Pioneers in this one. Trailing 2 goals, it is slow to the puck.
Oh, and it's a horrible turnover. Alta Cruz in. Shot sent out of play off the paddle of Weller. Sorry to steal your thunder there again.
1:48 remaining.
Keep an eye on Weller. If this puck comes out, we might have a timeout here.
It looks like it. We'll take a short break and be right back. Minute 48 remaining in the contest. Weller will remain in the game.
Well, it's an offensive zone draw for Drake, so. We're officially over at, what, 109 shots?
We are at 99.
99.
And I think that one, if they count that as a shot.
That's 100.
100 shots on goal between the two and 10 goals.
100 shots, 10 goals.
As Drake trying to kind of run this one down and come away with the win, their first win at home. As they'll have an opportunity to try and split the season series with Platteville tomorrow. as Aguilar gets possession of the puck, but taken away by the Pioneers. They look for a late push as Weller
Puck
coming out of net a little bit more, looking for the call to come out. And Drake gonna run some time here. Peterson into the offensive zone. Ticks down to a minute left in this game.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Drake with a 2-goal lead, and looks like they are going to come out the winners here. Their first win at home of the season in a big performance for them offensively, especially for Ian Altacruz, as Weller does come off. They'll go 6-on-5 with Piccione coming in.
Altacruz. Yeah, it's bodied off the puck. That would have been 6.
Puck comes over to By. Looking for a late chance. Shot knocked away. As Aguilar giving chase, down to 12 seconds left in the game.
One final glove save by Jackson.
With under 6 remaining.
I don't know if you do player of the game, but that's a no doubter of a question.
You're right, Parker Peterson, 4 assists today.
Oh, come on. You're going to take it away from Ian over here.
But if we did our 3 stars of the game, like you'll see in a lot of hockey levels, I think it's been these 3 seniors up front. Cole Jackson, phenomenal in net today, but did allow the 4 goals. I would give it 3rd star, Charles Brownell, a goal and an assist back in the first period. 2nd star, Parker Peterson, minimum 4 assists. We don't know the official score off some of those that were so close inside. And of course, Ian Altacruz, 5 goals today, including a monster 4-goal second period to get the win here today.
Very entertaining game here at the Recplex here in West Des Moines, as most of the Pioneer players, they're not even shaking hands with Drake.
These 2 teams will line it up again tomorrow at 9:15. Game start time around 9:25, 9:30. But for now, the Bulldogs get the win 6-4. 5 goals on the day for Ian Altacruz, 1 for Charles Brownell. Brownell also with an assist, minimum 4 assists for Parker Peterson. On the other side, 2 goals for Sam Vanderhoven and 2 for the freshman Jaden Piccione. And that will do it here for us tonight. For our producer and camera operator, Gary French, my broadcast partner, Trevor Raichi, I'm Tyler French, signing off here on Pardon My French Media. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.